Hey everybody, hi. Welcome to Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. June 13, 2024, Thursday night. Took today off and tomorrow. Special day for me today. Went out, did a bunch of stuff. Got the watch battery replaced on the watch. Went to Nothing But Cake to get my free birthday cake. Bought another one for me and my wife, so we got two. Had to go get a special light bulb shop. Light bulbs, looking for a battery, and went to the hardware store to get some paint for work. And then I stopped at the card shop because I wanted to open some stuff for my birthday. So anywho, I picked up a couple packs of this UEFA soccer, another of these Washington Chronicles. I got a die cut out of the Washington Chronicles of Mount Washington, so that was neat. And in the soccer one, looking for the Allen and Ginter autograph card. Didn't pull one, but we got a relic. So my first relic of a soccer player. That's Pierre Kalulu, and that is numbered to 299. And then I got this gold foil hologram. That's a pretty cool card of Gittins. So those are my non-baseball ones that I got. Otherwise I don't know if I got anything good otherwise. But to continue on with my I also picked this stuff up at the so I got a couple cards from the dollar box. Been doing oddball cards lately, so I'm going to open some of these Phil Rizzuto Baseball National Pastime cards from Comic Images, and these are all chromium from 1995, and some of these chrome cards are nicer than the chrome cards that you get now. Those are like $2.50, so I got 8 of them. I'll open 4 of them now. So I don't know what to consider. I don't think of them as oddball, as when I talk about oddball product issue is giving you something away to buy a product. So you are just buying this product, so it is a set of cards, but it's oddball related in the sense that it's not mainstream. So maybe I'll upload this, and that can go kind of hand in hand with my oddball run that I'm doing right now. I did another video of Allen and Ginter Blaster last night, I think, that I just opened one of those, and I didn't get anything really, but I'm saving that video to release for another day, when I've got nothing else to or don't have time to do a video. So same with that soccer one that I just did. So anyways, picked this up at that dollar box, and that's the museum collection from Topps there. Beautiful cards, just very Allen and Ginter like. So that's right up my alley. I don't do like museum. I don't do any of the high-end stuff. I go up to about Allen and Ginter level. Bowman, depending on what the cost, So like Bowman, I'll still only do like blasters or Mega Mojo boxes or whatever. Flagship, Heritage, Archives, those kind of things. Stadium Club now and then. But like anything, once you start getting in $200 plus range, I'll just buy a card. I'd just as well buy the card of whoever it is that I'm looking for. But these are beautiful cards, and if I was a billionaire, I wouldn't mind buying some of the more expensive stuff. But I'm an Allen and Ginter guy. Gypsy Queen, those are right up my alley. But these museum collection ones are very much like that too. Super cool. So I'm not a set builder either, not even Allen and Ginter. I'm just trying to get like different card from each year, whatever subsets and inserts and all that they do. But this is a beautiful card. I seen that sitting there, and I was like, it's super thick stock, and that's sweet. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. That's a canvas collection reproduction, so it's not like a sketch card or anything like that. But it is super cool, folks. And that is Mr. Warren Spahn. Let's see what year this is again. I already forgot. looks like 2015. Yeah, 2015 it says right there. So those are beautiful cards. Picked that up, $1 box. So that's sweet. And then I did pick up some oddball stuff. So doing these Rizzuto cards to make this an oddball episode, I'll show you the other 3 cards that I picked up there for $1 a piece, but I'm sure I got a discount. And post serial cards, and of course none of these 3 oddball food issue product issue cards I got were from MSA. I didn't see any in there. So this is Topps, and that is post serial cards. That's 2001, I believe, is what that said. Yep, 2001 post serial. Those are really nice looking. I love the backs on these post ones. These ones I really like. So like I said, Topps, sometimes their oddball cards are really kind of like, lowers their image, so to speak. But not this one. This one's really nice set. So good job, Topps, there. I love the backs on that. Very old style classic. You know, kind of reminds you of a 87, 68, or 62, I think. Just that kind of wood or brown wood kind of grain looking, or leather or something like that. Very classic. It reminds me of a wood card, like one of those Cooperstown's collections from Panini. Has that same kind of color, but it's not wood, it's just cardboard. And that's the great Frank Robinson, one of the most underrated players of all time. And that's another guy that the guy was talking about getting autographs from, that Frank was a bit not rude, not like he didn't hate him or something like that. Like, the dude was just not cool. He's just very intimidating. And so Frank Robinson, maybe that's why he doesn't get as much love, is maybe he wasn't as friendly. Kind of Barry Bonds or Mark McGwire-esque in the way that they dealt with the public or media or something like that. I don't know. I'm just speculating based on what I heard. But yeah, so you got the wood grain, so it's like a bat or something, like zoomed in on a bat. So those are super cool. I love any cards that kind of remind me of like 87 Topps, because I love 87 Topps. That's my favorite flagship set as far as looks go. And that's a beautiful card. So I may already have this, I don't know, but I see it and I'm like, oh, for that price, yeah, I'm gonna pick it up because this card's in great shape. That's a beauty. Alright, and if you're gonna get a retired player at the time, or what does that say on the front? The 500 Club. So get a more modern player as well, Mike Schmidt. So obviously he's retired by then. He was inducted in 95, so this is 6 years after his Hall of Fame induction. And they even paid for the logos, folks. So Post went all out that year. Paid for a really nice design. I'd probably like this design better than any of the cards that Topps did at the time. Just sweet. I love that. It's a bit, there's a lot of information going on here, but it's very well balanced. And so these are the kind of cards I dig. I just love. I don't know if you'd call this old-fashioned or not. I mean, now it is, but that's the way cards always were. So that's this chrome stuff that we're going to come up to here in a minute is, you know, more the direction things have gone. But I would call that a throwback. That's a classic looking design, well balanced. Yeah, good job Topps, good job Post for going all out and doing a nice set. That Hall of Fame 500 home run club. So unfortunately, my boy Andre didn't get to the 500 club, all kinds of injuries, but still, gotta love that. Mike Schmidt, a lot of stats there, good stuff. So that's one of the prettier oddball sets Topps has done. I like the 84 Roston Perina cards, just beautiful set, but totally different feel. That's sweet. I dig that. Alright, and moving along, we did pick up the Denny's Roger Clemens, what is that, 97 Pinnacle. So Denny's was also another great, they had a really long run of doing the Denny's Grand Slam cards or whatever. By this point in time, they moved on to Pinnacle, and that looks pretty cool. It's very much like the Kellogg's cards through the 70s. But, you know, instead of that hologram like they did for a lot of their sets. But there you go, that's a Denny's. That looks like they paid for the logos there too, people. Wow. So Denny's went out, paid up for their 29 card set. So Denny's definitely had a good run of doing cards, but one of my least favorite oddball cards, unfortunately, because they did too much of the holograms and stuff that just don't present that well. But still cool because I love any baseball cards, especially oddball. Alright folks, so let's get to it. We've got 4 packs of these Phil Rizzuto cards, and now I'm going to contradict myself because I just talked about how I love that post set because they're so old-fashioned. Well, these are old-fashioned and ultra-modern combined together in these all chromium cards, but of old-fashioned baseball stuff. And this is from 1995, people. I'd put these cards, like, not, you know, let's not talk about who's on the card, but like quality of card up against anything Topps has done. I mean, these are like to the level of the what is it, like, oh god, Topps, E-Topps or whatever, ultra chrome cards. So obviously we're looking for the Rizzuto autograph. That would be great. We did get one of the 3 rare diamond inserts. And the black, like the black chrome ones they have are super beautiful cards. So I've never even heard of these before this last week, and I opened some of those for you folks. And this is probably the main reason I didn't go to the other card shop, was because I knew the one in Sunnyvale had these in their bargain bin there. So I picked up as many as I could find without digging around for another hour. Just wanted to get in and out. And so here we go. But we are going to get a lot of repeats. It's not a big set, I don't think. So we're kind of mostly looking for different cards and or a hit. But they're supposed to be pretty hard to get. But I love the old school nostalgic baseball image. This is 1995, people. Look at that chrome. It's got a chrome edge, plus that speckly. It's not textured, but it looks textured. And the backs are pretty nice too. Card 35 out at first, so you guys can read about that if you'd like. So pretty nice stuff. Yeah, we're just going to get a lot of repeat stuff, people. Here's one of those All-American girls baseball players. And so every single one of these, I've gotten like 3 of her now. They all have that little scratch on the eye. So that's probably from the original image, not on the card. Fort Wayne women player. So apparently they didn't know who she was, or didn't want to pay. I don't know. Because this is a set done by Comic Inc. Comic Image. And they did like comic cards, kind of like Marvel or DC or something like that kind of cards. That's what the guy at the shop said. And so they're known for doing this kind of stuff kind of before baseball took on. Baseball started to be like, oh, let's do cards like these guys are doing on the comic stuff. So Rizzuto might maybe approach them, or they approached him. Hey, let's do a set of old baseball images and stuff like that. That's the one that's very, I know. So that is not Babe Ruth. I thought it was Babe Ruth first time I saw it, but that looks like a number 1. So we know Ruth is 3. So that reminds me of the triple folders, like the Ty Cobb sliding in card. Baseball action. So good job, Phil Rizzuto, getting in on doing a set of cards that were high quality, not just some cheapos. Alright, now we're getting some color looking stuff. This one's new to me, so this is cool. So this might be one of those 3-card covers or whatever. So Rally Day next Sunday. We'll see what it says here on the back. Beautiful card, people. Okay, this is not one of those 3-card things. This illustration was produced 1910. Issue of Boys Weekly magazine. Subject at bat wearing the uniform of the Philadelphia Athletics. The team won the pennant that year. As you can see down there, 1995, National Pastime, blah, blah, blah. All that. That's super cool, so that's... read that, hopefully. The nines are... The nines are already, the catcher is steady, and the pitcher is waiting to put it across. Our Sunday school, too, is waiting for you. Step up, please, and help us to put it across. So that's just sweet. I love old school baseball, nostalgic images, old gloves and posters and advertisement and all that kind of stuff. That's why I like Allen Ginter. That's a beautiful card. Look at that. Look at that dark. I don't know if that's like navy blue or something, but or if that's black. It's just hard to believe that came out in '95. All right, this is a new card to me as well. The national game there. Some naked kid playing baseball. That was a thing back in the day. People taking pictures of their kids bathing and stuff like that. A year out. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, it's a Valentine card, so I guess that's supposed to be Cupid. Even Cupid couldn't resist the popularity of the baseball, basically. Now that's cool. So that's a Valentine's Day postcard you could send to somebody. With baseball as its subject. You know, love baseball. Centering's not great on that card, but that's still super cool. Look at how dark that is, folks. So pretty neat. I do have some old Valentines from like early 1900s. So I'll have to pull those out sometime, do an episode of old style Valentine's Day cards on old style classics baseball cards. Old style. Alright, here's one of the medallion cards, I believe. I don't know if that's upside down. Maybe. Yep. So, oh, that's one of the plates. It's not a medallion. It's one of those plates showing an image of old school baseball, people playing out in the park. So the baseball plate, read that if you like. Just going to move along since it's got more packs to do. Alright, here we go. Wright and Ditson's Guide to Baseball. I think we've seen this before. It's got an image of that book on the front there with, I'm not sure who that is. So pretty sweet. I think this has to do something with Spalding or no, that's a different card. So this is about the rules and equipment and all that kind of stuff. So pretty sweet. So those are beautiful cards, people. What do you think? I think they're nice. Alright. I like to call these kind of cards like this. They're not product issue, so they're not straight up oddball, but they're oddball adjacent. So they're, maybe this is what should be called oddball instead of product issue cards. Oh, go see. Oh, excuse me, folks. Couldn't get to the pause button. Alright, here we got some stadium. And it's so chromy you can't even see. Shibe Park, looks like, Philadelphia. Got old school, kind of reminds me of Coors Field a little bit. just the angle that I've seen Coors Field from multiple times. And they have there's a here in Sunnyvale over on Earl Street, Hollenbeck and El Camino. There's a Philly cheesesteak place in there. And when you go in, they have pictures of like Shibe Park and some of the stadiums from Philadelphia up on their wall. So that's always neat. And I actually got a baseball oddball thing from the Philly cheesesteak place about 5 years ago. There's a little poster thing that they were doing for that store that had Bruce Bochy and maybe some other Bay Area players. I have to pull that out for old Rick Vintage Oddball collector, but he's a Bay Area collector, so I have to put that out so he could take a look at that. Alright, so the Phillies, and so I wonder where the A's used to play. Alright, so that's pretty nice. It's a cool image, especially if you're a Phillies fan. Look at this, Barker's comic picture souvenir. So look there, you got the rodeo mixed in with baseball, so they must have been playing baseball out there on the ranch or the farm to pass the time. And the bull got loose and he wasn't having that guy hit the ball over towards him. Scattered the pitcher, the catcher, the chickens, the pigs. And it looks like dude's taking the old, around the horn, so to speak, in baseball terms. Part 1. That's sweet. That's a cool looking card. That's interesting. There's my take on that. Let's see what it says here. Barker's Adventure Book, number 42. Barker's Adventure Book was an annual catalog of farm-related products, as Barker's was one of the country's largest manufacturers of farming supplies. Each year the catalog featured different cartoon image, and American favorite baseball was a natural choice. So that year they decided to do baseball and farming, so that's pretty sweet. If you're into bull riding, maybe there you can call that a rodeo and a baseball card, and you would be right on. That's pretty cool, folks. I dig that. Alright, here's another new one for me. Never seen this one either. To the Baseball Park. Little kids watching their little idols. Like all little kids. They used to remind me of those little tobacco cards that I got. It looks like two cards stuck together there, folks. Those little ones with those little kids, the American Terrors, the 1890s. And those little kids remind me of that little set that I showed you about a month ago. And check out the dude's catching gear. So had to be late 1800s probably, based on the way the kids are dressed and the fact that they actually have protection. Must be carrying a bat in that there case or whatever he's got. The women, and it looks like they're out there flying kites in some kind of planes or something like that, like you toss the plane, maybe ready to picnic. And look, you got like little Huckleberry Finn Tom Sawyer up here in the corner looking kid. Has a corn pone. Alright, that's pretty sweet. See, I love this stuff. I love that kind of old-fashioned looking stuff. Alright, Saturday Globe. Alright, let you guys read that. 1911. Beautiful cards. What a nice set. Oh, what did we get here? Alright, there's some kind of insert for H.G. Geiger, the guy who did Aliens. So the Alien design from Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, Alien vs. Predator movies, Prometheus, and Alien, I can't think of the last movie. And they got another one coming out, but it looks a little teenage-ish to me, but we'll give it a shot, because I love the Alien series, except for the Alien vs. Predators. Those two movies were dumb. Such potential, but just not very good. But the regular Alien canon, the Sigourney Weaver based stuff, and Prometheus and all that, Just love that stuff. Now Prometheus, if you watch the deleted scenes, they should have left him in there because that would have made it so much more sense. But it's still a pretty good movie. It's just they didn't do a good job telling the story, like what happens after, or why the alien jockeys or whatever did what they did. But nevertheless, there's a card, so this has probably something to do with their other cards that you can get from them. So you can read that. And it kind of has a playing card feeling, a little different card stock there because it's obviously not chrome. So that's interesting. I wonder if that's worth anything. Alright, now we get to our inserts, I guess, these darker cards. That's a new one to me too, so this whole pack is new to me, folks. So that, I can't see what that's saying. Still pretty cool, old school baseball. That's got to be mid 1800s. Oh, it's a board game. Or the game. Oh, cool. Dice. Alright. It's pretty sweet. Check that out. Number 53. Alright. Then one of the mitts. Old school mitt. Cool. Who doesn't love a beat up baseball glove? If you're a guy and you like sports, catcher's mitt. Alright. And an image of a T205. Another one of these White Sox. The stocking there. Patsy Doherty. We've seen this card before. Alright, I guess I should move along, folks. But hey, I want to talk about those cards because I've never seen some of those before, so I don't want to just zip through it. So just give these cards the time they deserve. Alright, now we're going to have another repeat pack, apparently. Out at first again. So maybe Coalition is... It's always going to be the same thing in these packs. Well, not exactly. This... Dude diving in on the landscape card there. Great fielding. Take the time to take a look at that. Talking about Babe Ruth there. I don't know, was it one of those guys, Babe Ruth? Oh yeah, maybe that is Ruth, huh? The guy diving. Cupid again, looking like a little girl there. Based on the hairstyle. Should be a boy though. The plate card. And the Wright and Ditson, so I guess that pack saved us some time because it was basically a repeat. Watching Stadium on the Samsung TV stations right now, and I'll look like Arkansas AAA baseball's on right now, minor league baseball. What is that, Arkansas Travelers or something like that? Playing some T with the Drillers. Oh, that must be Tulsa. So it looks like they're in Tulsa playing a game right now, so that's pretty neat. No major league games on right now on ESPN Plus, so or Prime. Look at that. That's cool. That's what I love. That's Charles Comiskey. Look at that old hat, people. Don't you love that stuff? That uniform. And look at how dark that chrome is. That is epic, people. What is that, a Goodwin image? I don't think that's the Ginter image. Let's see what it says. But that is from 1887, so it's either Ginter or Goodwin Gypsy Queen. Talking about he created the Chicago White Sox, not to be confused with the Chicago White Stockings, the Cubs. about how he played and then started up the White Sox and brought a team from somewhere else down to his stadium that he built, named for himself, Comiskey. But I'm fairly certain that's probably the Goodwin image, I think. If I'm wrong, well, oops. And I'm the Ginter fan, right? Alright, there's some old school baseball image. People playing in the pastoral rural area, which, like you see in Ken Burns baseball, is kind of a myth. That really baseball was played kind of like in the parks in the cities. It was more of a popular in the city, but people like to think of it as something that you'd play out in the. They didn't really have suburbs. So the more rural areas outside of town, people playing out there by the farms, like on a Field of Dreams kind of thing. But in reality, it was played like in New York, in their little fields out there by the Brooklyn Bridge and all that. But they did play in Little Town America too, so there we go. That looks like the Elysian Fields in Hoboken, New Jersey. Before it was the Jersey of today, huh? Alright, hey, Nick Diamini. Guy I met out here, he's from Jersey, he's back in Jersey now, has a couple kids. How you doing, Nick? He sent me a happy birthday today, so thank you. Alright, there's the Spalding's baseball book. So Spalding actually played baseball too, and started up that sports equipment brand, and they used to use Spalding Boggs for the longest time in Major League Baseball. Now it's Rawlings, but you still see Spalding on NBA balls, basketballs. So Spalding is still around. Okay, now Species, another H.G. Geiger promo card. So guess they're not as rare as I thought. Alright, this is cool. Some little game pieces, or it kind of reminds me of like a chess set. Different players and with that gold kind of look to that. Looks pretty cool. And this is uncut sheet die cut. So they were even doing die cuts in 1880s. So these were little figures popular in the Victorian area. So that's pretty sweet. Old school baseball, folks. Alright. That's a new one to me. So that's an image of a card on a card, it looks like. Not sure what that says. Alright, get that to refocus. Home run spoiled. So look at that, playing without the glove back in the day. Catching the ball like a cricket player or something there. So a generic baseball image, though, on some kind of card. But that's still cool. Scorecard, okay. 1940s, wow. Sportsman Park. And the Browns and the Cardinals played there, huh? Alright, so that's pretty sweet. Alright. Alright. Baseball to give the guys in World War II a little inspiration. Pin-up girl for 1944. Up-to-date Major League Baseball guide. 50 cents, folks. And this is what you're fighting for, boys. Kind of looks like something that some girl who would be on the side of somebody's bomber, B-25 or something like that. So, hey boys, we miss you. Survive and come back. The Greatest Generation pin-up book. So, yeah, there it is. I've never seen this card before, but I deduced that that's what that was all about. It's not difficult to imagine what a soldier gone to World War II would miss most of all, besides mom's home cooking. It would be baseball and girls. To appease them, this 1944 baseball guide features a pin-up cover along with several sweet illustrations inside to spice up baseball trivia and statistics. So, giving the boys something to want to come home to. There you go. Beautiful girl there. Somebody's grandma, maybe, or so it'd be interesting to know who that was. All right, folks. So there you have it. So there's my little oddball related episode of Old Style Classics baseball cards. There's definitely some old style cards peppered in there. So hey everybody, thanks for watching, and have a good June 13th on me. Appreciate. I'll probably go ahead and upload this video. Why not? Alright everybody, thanks for watching Old Style Classics baseball cards. Please subscribe, like, and leave messages, and tell me what you think of these things. Pretty sweet stuff, I think. Alright, take care. Bye.